Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s. South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy-fi series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
And now Bob Elliott and Ray Goulding present the CBS Radio Network. Hi again, everybody, and say this is Friday. Another week has rolled by, and all you members of the audience, be sure to help yourself here. We have
we have
cocktail dip, a huge bowl of cocktail dip.
And next to that is cheese fondue.
What is that?
We have had specially prepared, and you can come up and dip the toast into it.
Anything there. If you don't have some toast, then you can use your fingers, I guess.
Sure.
But we want you to feel free to help yourself. This is a gala weekend coming up, the big Labor Day weekend. Oh, the bird is happy. Everyone is delighted today. It's the official end of summer this weekend.
That's right. I guess it is.
The unofficial, I should say.
By the weather we've had, I guess it's going to have a little more summer with us anyway.
Right, Carol Reed.
And the small man, our assistant in the audience, seems to be quite happy today. We haven't any word from Cato on Smelly Dave as we approach this 1959 Labor Day, but we hope maybe on Monday he'll be around.
Can't tell. I'll tell you, this big weekend, Wally Ballou has taken it upon himself to, for the first time, I think that I can remember, take a microphone to Coney Island. He's out there now live, and
he's going to bring us some of the sights, sounds, and smells of Coney Island.
Well, I'll be delighted to see how he does that. So if you can hear us, Wally, come in, please.
Smells of Coney Island, and some of the people, places, and things that occur as we walk along the boardwalk. A beautiful day. You can hear in the background the sound of the shooting gallery, where people are finding some amusement in trying to knock the little ducks and the bears over as they swing around.
You win it, you get it. It's easy to win, it's easy to play. The idea of the game.
Right here, a gentleman is attempting to guess people's age.
Step up, see what he guesses. Step in.
He's got a gentleman now.
Your name, your age, your middle name, your first name. Like that. What do you like me to guess, sir? Okay. What do you like me to guess? The month you were born in?
No. Fellow wants him to guess the month he was born in.
Born the summer or the winter? Was there snow on the ground? Let me see now. Don't say a word. I'm going to mark it right down. I'm going to say that you was born under this month there. Watch it. Now, here it goes.
Snow has a remarkable record of guessing correctly.
Were you born in the 18th month? What month were you born in? May. Well, I said March.
Well, he was wrong that time, so he has to pay the man a prize.
It's easy to play.
I'm going to see if I can speak to that gentleman just a minute. He didn't guess your month correctly, sir.
That's right.
Has he ever guessed it?
No, I've been coming here many years, but he never guessed nothing. I even had him guess like my middle name once. He was way off on that.
What did he guess? Well, wait a minute. Let me see if I can guess your middle name, just kind of out of telepathy here. Eustace?
No, Norman.
Well, thanks anyway for talking to us. We're walking by the merry-go-round at the moment, and there's an interesting little game of chance going on at the booth at the far side here. Kind of a ring toss game. They're tossing rings over clothespins mounted on the board. For 10 cents, they do this.
Free games so you can get used to it.
All the free games here now.
That's so you can get used to it. I say, boys, you get a free game here. Let's go. Boys,
I'll try that.
Well, there's a fellow going to try it.
Take it once across without hitting the wire.
Easy.
A free game, let's go. I want you to get used to it. There goes the loser. That's the loser right there.
Hello, Lars.
What's this young fella here? What's this young man here? Here's a... Oh, with a steady hand. Oh, here goes the loser.
The loser, ladies and gentlemen.
There's another loser. Now, what's this fella here?
Now they're coming up pretty fast.
Here goes another loser.
Trying right and left to ring those clothespins.
Boys, only 10 cents. Let's go. Now, what's this young man here? Hey, there goes another loser.
Another loser, friends.
There goes a man halfway down. There goes another loser. There goes another loser. There goes another loser. And boy, do I have losers here. I love losers. I hate to see winners. Let's go. Let's go. There goes another loser.
Oh, did you lose, sir?
I've lost here plenty.
Is this fella here good?
Just a little run of bad luck, I guess. Another loser. Oh, I've been standing here quite a while. I don't see the loser.
No winners. If you lose the whites, and you white.
Well, somebody's got to win.
No, I'm telling you now, you white.
What's this young fella
Taking his
here?
time.
There goes another loser
I
here.
tell you, what I tell you.
Well, I just don't...
They aren't investigators. They aren't
Well, that's
investigators.
about it, ladies and gentlemen, from historic Coney Island on this Labor Day weekend. Radio's Wally Ballou bringing you some of the color, the sounds.
Thank you, Wally. And some of the color, sounds, and whatever all from Coney Island. Beginning of this Labor Day holiday weekend.
Speaking of Labor Day, I think we should just have a brief reminder that the roads are going to be crowded, that safe and careful driving is the order of the day, of the weekend.
I would think so. Best idea probably would keep the old heat in the garage, as we reminded you back at the 4th of July. Incidentally, didn't we have a fairly decent record for the 4th of July this year?
We had better than expected, I think.
So let's hope we do it again this holiday weekend.
Right now, we were going into the studio audience, but I don't think we'll have to select an interesting guest, because that man down there, the one on stilts, looks as though he might have something to say.
Let's get him up here. Come on.
Sir, on the stilts there, would you come up to our Bob and Ray microphone, please?
Well, I thought you'd notice me. Yeah, I think I'd like to come up.
Take you very long to get up here, do you think?
Well, if I don't hit the ceiling.
Might be a good idea if you took off your top hat there.
Okay, will do.
Keep an eye on the Bob and Ray small man on your way up. He turns vicious about height, you know.
All right. You think you'd try anything nasty with a man wearing,
Uncle Sam outfits don't mean a thing, so watch yourself.
I'll let you know this time, buddy, because of the uniform, that's all.
Well, I'm surprised he's going to let you by there. Must be a case of patriotism, being the last refuge of the scoundrel, I guess.
Well,
Sit down here. Well, you can't sit down, but...
glad to be here, Mr. Elliott. Joey Belknap's the name.
What's the reason for the stilts, Joey?
Well, I wear them to attract attention. See, what I want to do is attract the attention of a certain group, namely Tin Pan Alley.
Well, most musicians I know wouldn't notice a man on stilts. Why do you want to be noticed by Tin Pan Alleyites?
Well, you see, I've written a song, and it's kind of hops. It's a hoppity-hippity song, and I can't get in to say the big guns at the recording company, so I thought wearing stilts would open a lot of doors.
Well, even if it did, how could you get through the doors wearing stilts?
You may be kidding, but that's a real problem.
Sure.
Like I got a break yesterday, and I almost couldn't capitalize on it.
What happened?
Well, the way I work it, I walk up and down Tin Pan Alley, see, and chant, I've written a song. I've written a song. Given a known songwriter a break. Look at what he's written at least. Look at what he's written.
That's kind of a long chant there, Joey, isn't it?
Well, a stunt like this is no good without lots of production.
Well, any of the recording executives noticed you?
Yeah, Waxy Monroe of Dizzy Records passed by and threw up his card and asked me to come up to his office.
Well, I suppose you got rid of those sticks you're standing on in a big hurry, didn't you?
That's right. I got rid of the stilts, but when I did, the trouser legs of my Uncle Sam's pants bunched up at the bottom. Give me a devil of a time.
Did you fall down or what?
All over the street. In a way, it was hilarious, you know.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, my floundering around attracted more attention than the actual stilt walker.
Well, did it get you what you wanted, Joey? Did you get to see Waxy Monroe of Dizzy Records?
Oh, yeah.
What did he say?
Well, he congratulated me on having a lot of enterprise, and then he told me to beat it, because he was busy.
Well, Joey, I hope you're not going to give up the idea of staging unusual stunts to sell your song.
Well, I got a few more ideas.
Well, keep us posted. Got a lot of showmanship there, and we'd all like to know how you make out. I'd like to follow your story up in the weeks to come. We'll see you soon, and you come back to your office. Careful that top step.
I fell. I think we have time, Bob, to more or less whet the appetites of all those listening, so they'll be sure and join us come Monday.
Oh, with some previews for next week, you mean?
Just one sentence previews. Kind of really whet up the appetite, so to speak.
Okay, good. On Monday's show, you'll hear...
I'll have 60,000 of those.
On Tuesday, the Bob and Ray Show will feature a dramatic spectacle, in which this is one of the best scenes we can think of.
Talk it over, buddy.
Not me. On Wednesday, Dean Archer Armstead will say,
It's time for that now.
And those are... We'll hear that on Thursday. That's just about all the time we have for previews.
That's right. And before we go, we want to thank everybody, Vic Cowan, Tom Shee, Joe Cabibbo, Joe Alonzo, and Howard Samara, who made the show so great today.
We'll see.
And David Pictures. He helped a lot, too. Until Monday, this is Ray Goulding reminding you to write if you get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumbs.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
21st Precinct, aka 21st Precinct and 21st Precinct, was a police drama broadcast on CBS Radio from July 7, 1953 to July 26, 1956. It was initially a summer replacement for My Friend Irma. The program was produced in cooperation with the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York and presented adaptations from true criminal records in New York. From the policeman's point of view. Historically, the 21st Precinct had been located near Gramercy Park in Manhattan, but in 1929 the department reorganized the precinct numbering, and the 21st designation was dropped from use. No such precinct existed during the show's run, nor does a 21st exist today. However, the fictional precinct's territory corresponds closely to that of the Upper East Side's 23rd Precinct as it has existed since 1929. Stanley Niss was the producer, writer, director. The role of Precinct Captain Frank Kennelly was played by Everett Sloane for the first 109 episodes and briefly in episode 135. During episode 109, Captain Frank Kennelly was promoted to Deputy Inspector and reassigned out of the 21st Precinct. He was replaced by Captain Cronin James Gregory, 1955-56, and Les Damon, 1956. Other cast regulars were Ken Lynch as Lieutenant Matt King, Harold Stone as Sergeant Waters, Jack Arissa as Sergeant Collins and Santos Ortega as Lieutenant Gorman. The program's announcer began the program's opening each week. 21st Precinct. It's just lines on a map of the city of New York. Most of the 173,000 people wedged into the 9/10 of a square mile between Fifth Avenue and the East River wouldn't know, if you asked them, that they lived or worked in the 21st. Whether they know it or not, the security of their persons, their homes, and their property is the job of the men of the 21st. At that point the lead actor would complete the introduction. The 21st Precinct. 160 patrolmen, 11 sergeants and 4 lieutenants of whom I'm the boss. My name is Kennelly. Frank Kennelly. I'm captain in command of the 21st. Art Hanna, Bob Hill, and Hugh Holder were the program's announcers. The series was produced by John Ives. It was usually directed and written by Stanley Niss. Another source lists Niss as producer. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.